morning, darlings. This is Sandra Bear Davis, the Appalachian Medicine Woman. We're going to have one of our little tea time chats. It's not tea time, but morning chats, actually. While I'm working on painting some of my enchanted fairy birdhouses. These are the Christmas ornament sets, and they're going to be really bright and pretty, and I get to do the fun part, because last night I did the base coats on everything, and today I get to do fun stuff. So, all the embellishments and things. That's my favorite part, yeah. The real careful painting, you know, I love, you know, like when I put a lot of energy into it and stuff. Yeah. It's fun doing the other part, too. It's part of a kind of relaxing and meditative for me, right? If in the background you hear noise, I always play The Hobbit when I paint. Like, it just puts me in that right kind of zone, you know, for my work. You'll find artists do things like that. Like we turn on like the same music. You know, we go through these whole rituals and getting ourselves into our work, right? So right now my creative side is going toward the mystical fairy birdhouses, you know, the enchanted fairy birdhouses. So, and this time of year, I'm Santa's elf, you know. I look more like Mrs. Santa. But I'm Santa's elf, painting all kinds of really cool little Christmas tree decorations. You could also use these for Yule time. But a friend of mine, I said, do I do gold trim or silver trim? And do I use gold glitter or silver glitter or both? And he gave me some good ideas as what I need to do. And I have a feeling that he's going to buy all 6 of these. So that's good. Hey, that's good. And I also had this vision in my head of a painting I want to do of naughty Mrs. Santa, like being a ho-ho-ho. Last night it was really, really cool in meditation time. All these kind of Christmas elves came to me. Like they're really like these beings, interdimensional beings, you know. They inspire crafters. Didn't even know that till last night, but they came to me and I got all these wonderful ideas about paintings and how to do the Christmas birdhouses, the Yule birdhouses and things like that, as well as some paintings. So it's really going to be fun. So let's see what else going on today. I'm going to of course paint for about 3 hours. Then I've got an Akashic Records reading to do today. Thank you for the abundance. It was fun to wake up this morning. It's always fun, you know, like you wake up and you look at your PayPal account and it's grown. So I'm doing a Akashic Record reading over the phone with a lady today. I do those either I'll do them over the phone or I'll record them on a cassette tape and send them to people. If you ever want to do one of those, they're $75 and they're really, really powerful, right? If you ever want to see me for a reading, you know, or an hour worth of healing at $75. I'm always doing these specials, though, for Facebook friends, people that like my page, Sandra Bear Davis, the Appalachian Medicine Woman, where I'll have sometimes a 30-minute session for $25 or $30, you know, which is a good discount, yeah. And we do either Facebook chat, email, phone. I can do it over the phone. I have to work with my home phone, not my cell phone, because I just don't hear that great on cell phones, you know. Partially, that's from working in professional kitchens. I was a chef for over like 20, 25 years, yeah. From the time I was, let's see, when did I get hired? I guess I was almost 20. Yeah, I was almost 20, and I worked in it till I was 44. So, gosh. You know, 24 years professional chefing. I ended up having my own catering, little small seasonal catering company, and also working for other caterers, worked in restaurants, that sort of thing. But you hear like all these banging pots all the time, and after a while it affects your hearing to where it's hard to filter sounds. That's why when I'm talking with you, I'll be like looking at you really strong. Also, I want to focus in my energy on you, you know, like all you, the only thing in the whole world to me is when I'm working with someone is that person in front of me. There's nothing else. But also, you know, with the kind of little bit of a hearing, I've heard as well that people who are intuitives, mystics, and whatnot, of all different paths, have one ear that's tuned to the mundane world and one ear that's tuned to the spirit world all the time. And so my left ear, as a lot of mystics' left ear, doesn't hear that well in this realm, right? So I focus in on people, but it's easier on the home phone. I seem to hear clearer on that signal versus a cell. You know, I've lately developed the gift of being able to see the streams of energy coming into a cell phone. That's why cell phones are a little painful for me. That's why I don't enjoy just chit-chatting with friends. I'll talk with my kids, you know, but chit-chatting with friends on the cell phone, it's not comfortable. Yeah, I'm not being rude or an introvert or anything. Maybe it feels like I am, but it's not comfortable. I don't enjoy the experience. So I just use my cell phone for very quick to the point, booking an appointment or, you know, something like that. But so when I do readings for people, it's on the home phone. That's where I do my Blog Talk Radio show too, from the home phone. Yeah, that way I don't get all those rays. I can see them. It was so weird. I started being able to see those. All the holes in your cell phone around the sides, there's energy coming into them. Yeah, it's wild stuff. And so that's like going through your head, and you know, you hold it wherever you have it, it's streaming to that place. So I guess that's why people are having more increases in different kind of weird and wacky cancers. Yeah, I think too maybe some depression and issues people are having are coming from that. Yeah. Hopefully down in Western North Carolina. I want to talk about that a minute, and then I got to get to painting. I'm going to be moving down to Western North Carolina in the new year. A friend of mine has a rental house, you know, with some land. And she wanted it to become a retreat center. And so we talked about that back, I think, in July. And I had Lyme's disease at that point. I got really, really sick for a while. It took me a number of months to recover. And, you know, being a healer, that was weird. Yeah, but it made me slow down. During that period of time, I learned a lot about taking care of my body. I got on a good diet. I started just tending to my divine life body vessel, like I always encourage other people to do. I started finally doing it for myself. My body's always been very strong, you know, and so I've always been a very strong woman, physically very, very strong. And to be cast down like that, you know, well, it was a lesson for my ego, but it was also a lesson in take care of your divine life body vessel. If you do not, how can you walk in this earth? How can you do your work? Yeah, take care. You got to take care of yourself. We all do. We have to take care of ourselves so that we can do our work powerfully in the world, my loves. So I'm moving down there to open up a healing retreat center. We're going to focus on really strict Cherokee medicine, Cherokee healing. I'll also be doing ceremonies and classes and events, and of course doing my art. We're going to call it Sandra Bear Healing Arts Center. And as one of my teachers knows, you know, that name came to me about 8 years ago. Yeah. Sandra Bear Healing Arts Center. So that's the name of the new retreat center. And I'll have more and more information on that. Hey, feel free to friend me on Facebook, Sandra Bear Davis. Follow my page, Sandra Bear Davis, the Appalachian Medicine Woman. I also have a page, Enchanted Fairy Birdhouses. So you can like those. But when I get moved down there, I'm just so excited. I'm not going to take appointments. I'm just going to have my doors open from 11 to 7. You can come by for healing or a reading. We're going to run the energy all day long. Like a medicine person will open what we call sacred space. It's where we surround the space. I visualize, because when I had my near-death experience, the archangels came to me. Yeah, so while that's not traditional Cherokee, that is my path as a medicine woman. My spirit council is archangels, the angelic council of light, as well as the order of the council of dove goddesses, your mother love goddesses. That's my spirit council, as well as my ancestors and other different very powerful spirit beings. Yeah. So if you visualize sacred space as being a golden egg of energy that's made by archangels being wing to wing, surrounding a space all the way around, all the way into the ground, all the way up and over, the whole space surrounded in protective energy. So I run the energy like all day long from the beginning of my work day. And so people will come into the space, and if there are, a number of people that have come, they'll be waiting, but they'll be actually absorbing healing energy in that space. And I'll have healing energy infused herbal tea, as well as a vegan veggie soup for people that's infused with healing energy, as well as I'll have water that I'll charge in my crystal bowl, and with drumming, singing, and prayer, and in my sacred, in a grid of crystals. And so the water they drink, everything that you take in that space is going to be, programmed and charged for your perfect healing. Yeah. So I'm so very excited about doing this. I think it's going to be wonderful. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do that 11 to 7 weekdays. And then on Saturday, I think at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we're going to have a medicine circle, every week, so a group energy healing circle. And then on Saturdays during the day, I think 11 o'clock, I'll be teaching people about the medicine ways and intuitive development classes and that sort of thing. So really looking forward to my time in Asheville. It's probably going to be really hard to pry me away from that place. But I'm so looking forward to get on back home. Yeah. It's near the Cherokee Reservation. 2 of my grown kids are there. My 3rd son is going to move there with his girlfriend / they're going to get married. I know they are. So we'll all be there together in family. My hubby will follow down in a couple years. He's on a building project. We're going to have to kind of work that out, where I go visit him once a month, he comes visit me once a month, and hopefully we can meet in the middle for a weekend once a month, or at least a day, once a month, so we can stay close to each other. Then we always talk on the phone, he's one of the few people that I like talking on the phone with, and we've always been able to just talk for hours and hours and hours, Tonight, I have my Aligning to Your Divine Life Path class. This is number 2 of 6. People are welcome to jump right on in. Other people are going to do all 6 of them. But tonight we're going to go into people's Akashic records, connect to their higher self, find out about your divine life path, make any kind of addendums that we need to make so that your life right now is really, really pleasant and you're really aligned to your path and you're happy, healthy, loved, nurtured. You have the abundance you need to live, and you're working powerfully on your divine life path. Yeah, and afterwards we're going to have a little birthday celebration for hubby. He turned 60 / he says 55 this past week, and we're going to have a little celebration for him. And then I think we're going to watch The Secret together, but we're going to look at it in a New Earth paradigm of unselfish service. The principles of the law of attraction kind of got thwarted into just greed and consumerism when they can really be used for creating a much better world. Yeah. So we're going to look at it like that. So those that want to stay late after the class, we're going to watch that movie. Probably order a couple of pizzas. Life is fun. It's fun being a medicine person. Well, honey, I'm up to about 15 minutes and I really need to get to work. I love you so much. You have a beautiful, beautiful day. Blessings.